Have you ever wanted to know more about your culture? Because I do. My name is Brayden, and I'm a half Filipino and half French Canadian man who, in all honesty, doesn't have a lot of culture to himself. And Canada and US are known for their cultural diversity, especially cities like Toronto and Los Angeles. Their cities are made up almost entirely of immigrants, leading to lots of mixed-race marriages in the process. But when you have a mixed kid, whose culture do they follow? Do they even follow a culture? Do they lose their identity? Or is the identity just not discovered yet? So my name is Brayden.
Hi, my name is Morin.
I'm Celeste Morin.
My name is Nicole Martinez. My name is Bernadette.
My name is Erickson Ferrer.
Maria Aurora Martinez, and I'm a Filipino.
I'm Filipino. And I'm Filipino.
And I'm half Filipino and half French Canadian.
Fashion girl, extravaganza, and I'm Filipino and half French Canadian.
And my ethnicity is that I'm half French Canadian and half Filipino.
Yeah, recording? Yeah, I'm making this documentary because when I grew up, I feel like I never really knew anything about my culture. Like, people would ask me, even when I was just a little kid, they'd ask me what my background was, and I wasn't really sure. Like, I feel like culture was never really a big thing in my family's life. Like, when I thought of my identity, I kind of just thought it was like white. I didn't fully realize that I was Filipino, and even the white side of me, I'm like French Canadian. I didn't even know I was French Canadian. Western civilization, especially Canada and the US, it's like we're slowly losing our culture, and I'm just like, I want to learn more about it. I don't want to go my whole life without ever knowing anything about my background.
So I was only 5 years old when I left the Philippines to go to Canada. My dad, which is Alan Brayden Celeste's grandpa, decided to raise us more Canadian than Filipino. I think I'm more Canadian than Filipino because I didn't really grow up talking Tagalog, like the language at home. Yeah, we didn't really follow the Filipino tradition. I remember eating like Filipino food, but that was pretty well it. And we didn't really hang out with Filipinos. We mostly hung out with Canadian people all the time, like white people all the time. That was my only regret. I can't pass it on to my kids, Alan, Brayden, Celeste, because I don't even know it myself.
Yeah, I feel like in Canada, even though we're very diverse, I feel like it was very whitewashed. And I never grew up speaking Tagalog. And I had some Filipino friends, but they were also kind of whitewashed too. I don't know. I thought it was cooler to be white, whereas now I feel like it's cooler to be Filipino. Growing up mixed.
I think a big part of it is the fact that like I don't even look like a certain race. So it's weird because I'll hang out with white people and I'm not white enough for them, but I'll hang out with Filipino people and then they call me very whitewashed. They'll straight up just be like, you're fucking white and that's all you are. And then I'll hang out with more of like my Asian friends and they're like, no, you're Asian just like us. Like you're in our in-group. So it's like what culture I'm a part of and how people perceive me, because race plays a big part in how people like treat you, is entirely dependent on how people want me to be a part of the in-group or not, you know?
We should go to the Philippines and actually document this whole experience so other people can get inspired by this. My kids in 10 years or 20 years can see this and be like, oh wow, that was a really cool experience. So I just really wanted to document this and inspire other people to learn more about their background.
This is my second time. Never.
When have you gone to the Philippines? First time. So after talking to my sisters, Adeline and Celeste, I realized that all three of us shared the same struggle, that none of us really knew anything about our Filipino side. So at this moment, we decided we should just take things into our own hands and just book a flight to the Philippines. We set out to stay there for 3 weeks, go to 4 different spots across the Philippines, and do these 5 things to become a true Filipino. Number 1, do the Filipino beach activities. Number 2, meet the locals. Number 3, learn about the importance of religion to the Filipino culture. Number 4, trying street food, maybe even balut. And number 5, seeing the importance of family within the culture. And if we do all 5 of these things, then maybe we can become just a little bit more Filipino.
Because of tourists, their economy grew. It's a big help for the tourism industry here in the Philippines, on a small island called Boracay. So it's been here for quite some time now, and there was a time that it was discovered, and later on, tourists eventually took time to go here and spend time here. So if you can see, there are a lot of buildings already, there are a lot of hotels and malls.
I loved Boracay. I loved that there was a matcha spot and I would go there every morning. I love going to the touristy spots. They have everything I want to buy. It's everything I want to do. And the water was so blue.
It feels like, more of like Hawaii or like more of like a big touristy spot. It was cool just like being there and like seeing everybody interact in Tagalog, and like that was obviously very different. But I think overall it was really good.
Growing up, Boracay is one of the places that you're like, kind of just dream of, and you're like, whoa, like you're like rich if you were able to go there.
What are we doing?
I think we got so lucky this one day that we had a Boracay sunset. We were on the white beach, which I think is one of the best spots to watch the Boracay sunset. And the sunset was like this orange, pink, beautiful color.
I honestly think it was the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. Is this the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen?
Yes, very nice.
It was our last night in Boracay too. Every single night we kind of have whatever sunset, but this night was so beautiful. And even on my TikTok For You page, people were posting from the sunset that night because it was so beautiful.
And then it kept getting more red and more red and more red, and I was like, ah! And then I was like, Celeste, take a photo of me!
I'd rank this sunset number 2 out of my whole life. Number 1 was in Greece. But this has to be number 2, which is, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, Celeste, take my photo of me! I was like, take it with this camera! Okay, now take it with iPhone! Okay, now take it with this camera!
I think my favorite part was the zip line. I love zip lines, and also the hot coa.
The hot coa was really cool. I felt like a hot tub, but I felt like I was like a human soup because you could see the fire underneath and you think it's gonna be super hot. I think everyone's temperatures were a little different though. Mine was pretty hot near the bottom, but my mom was like, it's not hot.
It's like a big pot, and then they have water in there, and then at the bottom they light it up, and then they make a fire, and then it heats up the pot. So it's basically like if you were to make soup and then you just go into the soup. So human soup.
Yeah. Like my butt's burning. This is like a mini spa.
Parasailing, I didn't know that it was a thing until we got here in the Philippines. And you basically sit on the boat as it's kind of like a big catamaran, and you're sitting on this net and driving into the sunset, and it's so beautiful.
We're on like these like net things, and then I guess we're just gonna drive the boat and watch the sunset.
I'm just gonna sail.
It's called parasailing. Parasailing is a Filipino thing.
Whoever is sitting in the middle gets splashed on the most. So I said, fuck that, and I went on the side. So I said, Mom, will you trade with me? And she said yes. So what I noticed is that everybody is very happy. If people cut each other off in traffic, they like kind of laugh at each other. I feel like everybody is just so laid back here and so chill and so happy, which I love.
Ooh. Ooh. 3 wheels. Look, you can see. Look, there's only 1 wheel at the front. The ATVing was cool too. Me and Nicole did the buggy. And and I would always go as fast as I could and try to like purposely go faster around the corners to try to get us really muddy. And I thought Nicole would be really upset in the end, but she was like loving it, which I was really surprised by because Nicole is like the cleanest person in the world. And like, I was getting her so muddy and she was like, woo! And I was like, oh, okay, this is great then.
I love the ATVs. I was racing with, I think, was it you? I think I was racing with you, but then you were going so slow that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stop and then catch up to you because you're going so slow. And then Mom caught up to me and then I was like, oh, I might be able to double lap Celeste. So Celeste is here and then she takes this weird shortcut and then I got stuck behind Tito Eric and Tita Al and they're going so slow.
I was right behind you and I was about to pass you and then you did some fuck-ass turn.
So I was like, oh my God. The second that I had a chance to pass him, I go, boom! And apparently I had no idea I did this. I splashed them with mud. So I'm sorry for that, Tito Eric and Tita Al.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. I think the ATVing was my favorite.
That's how I wear the water shoes.
Nicole knew that we were jumping in the water after, so that's why she was fine.
So I think it would be cool to learn different Filipino foods because my mom never taught us how to cook. I literally had to learn everything myself from YouTube.
You were talking about like the boatmen. They're earning like 300 pesos a day. They have to go and fish abroad for like 5 days at a time. Like learning about those particular stories was very interesting to learn about the way that people live. And it's like, when I heard about that, I was just like, oh, I just want to like help out. I feel like I'm always gonna have that as a big takeaway in terms of the way that they live and how hard they have to kind of work sometimes to just put food on the table and to have a roof over the heads and support the family.
Whatever adversity we face, we don't give up easily. We have storms. We grew up with poverty. You know, people lost their houses here, but you can see them. We help each other, and even if people will only have one meal a day, but as long as you're together, you can see the smiles on their faces. That's the one thing that we're proud of.
So that was Boracay. It was a very touristy spot in all honesty, but a good first taste of the Philippines. But this next spot is a little less touristy, less big food chains, and more street food, and a place to truly see how the locals of the Philippines live. This is 100 Islands, Pangasinan.
I liked Pangasinan because they spoke my dialect, which is kind of cool. I don't speak the dialect, but I do understand it. So it kind of just feels like a little bit more at home than Boracay did. Boracay was very like just Tagalog and all the like touristy.
Yeah, the island hopping was really cool, but man, it was so hot. Like, I was sweating so much. I was sweating bricks. And like, also too, in the Philippines, it's like we're trying to avoid not drinking the like the water from the tap, right? So we're just buying like plastic water bottles over and over and over and over and over again. We probably had like 5 different plastic water bottles that day. But the actual island hopping tour itself was really fun. Like, yeah, like everybody's kind of mentioned the cave cliff jumping. That was definitely really cool. Seeing all the bats and everything was really cool.
My favorite part was the cave with all the bats, and then we did the cliff jumping from there. It was super high up. It was scary at first. I think the first jump I was more confident. I was like, okay, let's do this. The second jump that I did, it was kind of a little scarier because I already knew what was coming. So I knew it was going to be high up in the air. We're going to be in the air longer than I anticipated. So it was a little scarier the second time than the first time around.
My favorite island was the Marcos Island because we can do cliff jumping into this cave and there was bats all along the cave. It was kind of scary and you could hear them like eek, 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 eek. And Tita Al was so funny. She was like, I can't jump because if I jump, I'm gonna scream and wake up all the bats. But we did force her to jump and she did go jump. But it was really fun and the water was so blue. I've always wanted to do that where you go cliff jumping into a cave, and it was so crazy that we were like so close to the bats, and as we were jumping the bats were like flying from side to side. I don't know.
And I can tell you liked it, because how many times did you do it?
I really liked it because I also saw like the locals were climbing up the side, like literally rock climbing. There was no bridge or anything. They were just rock climbing up, and I was like, fuck it, I can do that. And it was really hard, but I was able to do it. And that way you don't have to go all the way around and then go up the stairs. It takes like 5 whole minutes to go all the way back up. And I wanted to jump.
You jumped like 6 times.
Yeah, it only took me like 30 seconds to climb up the rocks. So I was able to jump with my mom because my mom didn't want to ever jump by herself.
That was nice.
I didn't think you were going to do it. Did you like it?
That was because I felt like the red jacket on.
Was it scary seeing all the bats, or was it like a cool thing?
No, I think it was pretty cool. I kind of forgot they were there for a sec. Oh yeah, we had the big boodle fight at 100 Islands. It was a lot of rice. It was a lot. It was supposedly for 6 to 8 people. And when we all like didn't really like eat that day, but we were still like super full, and like we only had so much of it. And then we saved a lot of it. We took it to go, the ones we didn't touch, and then we gave it to the boatmen that were helping us the whole day. And then they were really appreciative because they were saying they're gonna split it and then feed it to their families, which was nice because they didn't have to worry about dinner that day. So it's cool too that we were able to like share our food as well and like not just like put it to waste.
The boodle fight was my favorite meal of the trip. It was so good. Everybody had something. They didn't have my scallops, but they did have Celeste squid. There was watermelon. We were actually fist fighting over the mangoes because there was only a certain amount of mango. There was like mango, you know the center of the mango where you have to go around the nut? There was like the side of the mango where it's just so freshly cut and so beautiful, and everybody was fighting over that. That's why it's called a boodle fight, because you have to fight over your food.
I feel like we never really had it growing up. Like maybe like I only remember having it like maybe once or twice in my life. But it's usually the same thing where like you go to the beach and then you have the boodle fight. It's not really like a thing you just do. It's more like a beachy thing, I feel like.
Why is it that you don't feel like you are really connected with your Filipino culture?
Yeah, well, we just weren't really raised with it at all. Like, by the time that it got to us, we're not taught the language, we weren't taught the food. I don't remember if mom ever, like, cooked the food. What I remember and what I tell people as a joke is that I think you guys didn't like the food that much. So I don't know, I don't really remember having any of it. We didn't partake in any of the cultures or the traditions, and we didn't even know any other Filipinos growing up. Like, I only started having Filipino friends in high school. And even then, after that certain point, they'll bring me to like Hillary, one of my Filipino best friends, was in like a Filipino Catholic group, but I joined them and they would teach me the language. But like at that point, it's like your friend's culture and their language, and they're just like letting you in on it, and not something that we're raised with.
The food was like good in itself, but like I feel like I care more about the environment, the way that the people make you feel. Going there, the waiters, everybody was so nice. That's just another thing about the Filipino culture that I noticed. When it comes to like service care by the employees and the locals, always 10 out of 10, top notch. The number one priority is to just like take care of you. And like, I really do feel that. We're there, we only paid for the food itself, you know, we don't have to pay for this other experience, but we got dinner and a show.
It felt like you were on the Little Mermaid ride at this California Adventure.
It's one thing when like a band has like a set list and they go and perform in front of people, but they would just go and be like, do you guys have a song request? And then we would request the song and they'd be like, okay. And then they just start playing it. And it's like, how do you guys just know that much music, you know? Like, that's so impressive to me.
I loved Maxine by the Sea, but the whole time that I was eating, I was thinking about that damn fish or whatever it was. I think it was the damn fish. I was Googling what fish bites humans, because when we went scuba diving, this fucking fish, I saw it. It was like a brown motherfucker. I don't even know how to describe it. It didn't even hurt. It just felt like this. But he drew blood though. Like and then he started biting Brayden too. Me and Brayden, not Celeste, because Celeste is too Filipino, I guess. They wanted foreign blood. Celeste looks more Filipino than us.
It was cool for the first like 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden I felt like these little like pinches on my body, and I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like I actually couldn't tell at first. I'm like, am I getting bit? And then after a while, I literally saw like a fish just go straight up to me and just like bite my arm. And I was like, is this normal? Like, is this a part of the helmet diving tour? And then at first I thought it was just me. I was like considering, I was like, well, should I just go up? Because this is kind of like scary. Like, I don't want to like come out and like, I'm just like bleeding everywhere. And I kind of was in the end. Obviously just a little tiny cut. Yeah, we already paid for it. We're only down here for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So let's just stick it out.
The helmet diving was fun, but fuck that fish. That fish was so rude. We were in his home though, so I do have to give him that. We should not have been in his home. Helmet diving is basically like scuba diving, but you don't have all the gear to fucking protect you from the damn fish. Like, and you kind of look like Squidward's home, you know? You have the helmet on, and then you're able to go. I think we went 12 feet underwater, and there was this shell, and you got to touch the inside of the shell. That shell literally felt like the inside of a vagina. I was like, eh, and the guy was like, touch it more, and I was like, ah, and then it literally, the shell goes, and I'm like, oh, hell no, because I know that the shell's not about to take my finger off. And he was telling us to put our finger in more. I was like, no. And then we got to see Nemo was there. I think Dory was taking a bite of me too, but it was fun.
I had like hives around my arm after, and I was like, damn, did this fish like give me rabies or something? Like, what in the world just happened?
That's from the fish. That motherfucker.
I think helmet diving I do recommend, but maybe don't go in that exact spot because the fish are very protective over there and hungry.
I feel like the street food is really what I was like looking forward to the most. Like coming here, like I don't really like look forward to any of the restaurants. I more so look forward to the street food because I feel like a lot of the restaurant food you could get when you're in Toronto or when you're in LA, yeah. But like street food, you just like don't get this, like it's not the same energy where they cook it right in front of you. They have the sauce, you pour the sauce, and I don't know, it's just different here. The street food is so good. That's like the one thing that I always like look forward to every time I come visit the Philippines.
Oh my god.
Back in Canada, there's the mango diamond slush from Real Fruit. And if you get that, it's like $11 or $12 or something crazy like that. First of all, why is boba that expensive nowadays? Like, why are we paying $11 for boba? Mango ram with pearl shake. Here, like, that's just another thing about the Philippines. It's like, I think we paid like 100 pesos, something like that. We're basically getting like really good mango slushy with boba for like $2.
Buko juice was so good.
Go wants another one.
Yeah, I think my rating is buko juice and then mango juice. I thought it was gonna be the other way around.
Oh, I got a pearl.
Buko shake was so good, so that was my favorite part. And then we also had the fish ball. The fish ball was so yummy, and so was the kikiam. I think they liked the fish ball more, and Brayden liked the kikiam more.
I like the fish ball too.
Tonight.
Okay, well I had the fish ball and the kikiam, and they were both pretty good.
We still need to experience the ones where they're actually on the street and not just like in a market. That's usually like when you think about street food and like you lived in the Philippines and grew up in the Philippines. When we think about street food, it's literally on the street when you're waiting for your like jeepney ride to go home. Like that's the one thing I'm like still waiting to experience for our last week here. But it was cool like interacting with everyone and just trying everyone's like fishball sauce because everyone kind of makes it a little different.
Look at Nicole's big hat. We all got hats.
This is my hat.
Oh, and you got sunglasses too.
350 pesos.
350 pesos. No hat. Me? Hat. What did you just do?
I bought 2 purses here.
2?
How many purses have
That's
you bought
6.
total this trip?
Maybe
6.
6.
Mom, look at me. Do you have a problem?
No.
6?
So next time someone wants to call me and say that I have a problem, yeah, this is where I get it from.
I definitely noticed that Boracay was more touristy. 100 Islands, I felt like there was a lot of locals there, and it was nice to support smaller shops. But they did tell us, here's some tea, is that the government owns 100 Islands, so whatever they sell, they have to give a percentage to the government. But it was really nice it felt more of like a local vibe at 100 Islands. I really like the beaches there. There's a lot to do there. And I feel like they're just like more on island time. I feel like it's a touristy spot, they're hustling, I guess. We wanted to do zip lining and they're like, no, we're like getting lunch. Like, no.
Yeah, I do feel like in Boracay, it's a lot busier. Like even like our hotel was like pretty empty there. But like at the same time, I do feel like they still had that same care. When she went and bought seashells with like the people in the 100 Islands tour, they were like joking around and like they had the shells and they were like putting it up to their ear and pretending like they were like calling each other. It's like, I feel like they had that like friendlier vibe. Like they might see you more as like a bit of a transaction, I guess, in a way. Like they'll be nice and then you get the sale and then it's done, you know? But like with 100 Islands, it's like, we would go and we would like buy things. If there's like a good interaction and like some good back and forth, they're like, oh here, take some more, like on us. I do really feel like I wanna go and experience the culture. So I feel like visiting some of the other places and like really like interacting with the locals or like learning about their lives is what's like really, really interesting to me. I feel like just going on this trip, I want to try a bunch of different things. Like I want to like, you know, any like Filipino tradition, I want to go and experience it just so I can try to feel more, like learn more about the culture.
Sungka.
Sungka.
You say suka, that's vinegar.
I'm saying sungka.
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 I think my favorite place was Alaminos, Pangasinan, which is where the 100 Islands is. Just like love, the food was good. The experience that we did there was good.
And like these are people that obviously aren't making millions of dollars a year, you know? Just giving a little something extra might mean a lot to them, but like they're willing to do that because they're very hospitable and they have that good connection with the customer. So it's like even after they made that sale, it's like now it's not like you're a nobody, you're still a somebody to them.
This can get wet and everything.
I feel like Alaminos just felt more at home, like it felt more like the Philippines for me. As for like Boracay, it was very like Hawaii or like Punta Cana and like Cancun, especially like with all the excursions that we did. But like 100 Islands, I think with just like the energy of like the people there, like speaking the same dialect, all the halo-halos. And also they just like love Jesus Christ here in the Philippines, so.
We did.
Ilocos!
So the next part of our trip was a little bit different from the rest of the trip. This time, it wasn't all beaches, but there was still sand. It was filled with sand dunes, and also one of the most historic churches in the Philippines. This is Ilocos. The sand dunes was really cool. It was really different from the rest of the trip. Like obviously, even when I was looking at like what we wanted to do, I was like, we probably don't want to do beach stuff the whole time. Obviously we're still in sand, but it was more of like a desert. It was just like a cool sight to see. Like I didn't even know that they had this kind of stuff in the Philippines. Like I feel like when you think of sand dunes, you think of like Dubai.
But I liked the board surfing. It was fun, and I wish I could stand up because I feel like it would be like snowboarding.
And then the sandboarding was fun too. I mean, honestly, the sandboarding, I wish it was longer. It's basically like a 6-second experience. It's just like, woo! And then you're at the bottom, you know? When we did the 4x4 ride, that was like ridiculous. Oh my God. TSA is like the Filipino version of a roller coaster where it's like, you're going so fast and like they even have like dips where you go down like, you know, on a roller coaster, it's like the fast part where you put your hands up and scream is when you like go down the big dip and go almost on a 90-degree angle really fast down. It's like that, but like there's no seat belts and you just have to hold on to a bar and you're just in a 4x4 truck. So I don't know if it's the most safe, I would say, but it was fun. And apparently nobody's ever fallen. I don't know if I fully believe that, but nobody's ever fallen.
Why are we going uphill?
Yeah, the railings are pretty high, but also too because the railings are high, it's like hitting your rib cage the whole time. So you're just like, everybody might come out with a little bit of bruises if you do that. Is that the Filipino roller coaster?
Yeah. They just tell you to hold on and pray.
Yeah, no seatbelts.
No seatbelts.
I really liked it.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was literally like a roller coaster. The whole time, it's going crazy. It's so bumpy.
There's no way that thing is safe. Like that, you could never do that in the United States.
And we were saying it's like a roller coaster, but with no seatbelts.
Yeah, and there's no seatbelts. They were just like, hold on. That's literally what they said. Hold on.
Yeah, I like the airsoft gun. It was kind of cool. It was hard because you had to like really align it to aim it, but it was cool to try it.
Did you get 10 out of 10 targets?
No.
I think I did 3 out of 10 shots for the airsoft. I'm not even gonna bother Celeste anymore because she did the best out of everyone's shooting. So you guys can keep bullying her, but I'm just gonna keep my distance because she was a little too good at the airsoft gun game.
And also, Celeste got the best, but you guys have to know that I gave her the ultimate tip. I told her where to aim, and I told her how to hold the gun, and I told her which spots to look at.
Says the guy who got 0.
No, I got 1. I got 1 out of 10. But Celeste did get 4 out of 10, so which is kind of crazy. But that was cool too. We should have done it more.
The Powai church was really beautiful. It was really nice to go to and get my labubus blessed.
The Powai church was super cool. We went, we got candles. We donated like 20 pesos, got candles, and then we lit that up. That was a cool experience for me just because like growing up, like my family always, like we would go to the church because we always passed by a church going to my school in elementary school. We would always light up a candle and then just put it there, say a little prayer. So that was kind of cool. Like I really enjoyed that just because like it was very nostalgic for me. And then we always do it in like every church that we go to here in the Philippines. We always like light a candle and offer it up. My family always just does it. I just grew up doing it, so that's like what I'm like familiarized with and like what I'm used to. So it's kind of just cool to like do it and experience it again.
Yeah, the Powai church is cool because I do feel like in Canada, I just feel like people are caring a little bit less about religion over the years. Like it's slowly, people are starting to not go to church as much. Here, I do feel like religion is a very important thing. Everybody always says like Filipinos are very Catholic, you know, very focused on the religion. So going to the Powai church was definitely cool. I think it's one of the oldest churches in the Philippines. It's something like 500 or 600 years old.
We went to Pagudpud Beach and it was so beautiful. I became besties with this dog. His name is Rover. He's a pit bull and he lives on that beach and he's such a good boy. And he really likes back scratches.
And then just the beach itself, like it was very beautiful. People always say that like Pagudpud Beach is one of the nicest beaches because it has the white sand.
Once we were there, it was nice to see. It was very clear water. It's like I feel like the water and the sand combo over there reminded me of the water in Hawaii.
Like it was cool seeing the windmill in the background. The scenery was very beautiful, very nice. But then we also did the jet skiing and that was really cool. I've never done jet skiing before. And like I literally went up to like 83 kilometers an hour. Because there's one time I just completely floored it. I was like, how fast can this thing go? And then Tito Eric was saying after, he was like, oh, like the lady said you were going too fast. And I was like, oh, my bad. But it was still like cool to like experience that because I've never done any jet skiing before.
It was fun to see all of the snacks. I tried this custard and I don't know why I felt like I had it before. Either like my grandma had it or like my mom had it, even though my mom said, you've never had it before. I swear I did. I remember this taste.
Like when I went, I would kind of just ask Nicole, I'd be like, what should I try? Because I didn't really know any of the food. We did get some like grapes and stuff. And then when I left to go get grapes, Nicole started yelling at me because she's like, you need to have a Tagalog person with you at all times or else they're gonna scam you. And I was like, okay. I had my dried mangoes. The dried mangoes were pretty good.
Dried mango. Dried mango.
Bibingka.
I had babingka and calamay. Yeah, but Binka was really good.
How good?
So good.
Spin, yes, spin one.
Like it?
Oh.
You want Nicole got on this and then this.
I didn't like the santo.
Santol.
Santol. I don't like that. I don't like that one.
You don't like it? What is it?
Sour. It's sour.
Whoa.
That was my reaction. Nicole loves it.
Seed. Oy, Brayden, you don't eat it like that. You have to take it out of the wrapper. Oh, don't eat the. So here, I'll give you napkin. Dude, I didn't even know. I was looking outside.
That's awkward.
Oh, here, you taste.
Oh yeah, it tastes more normal.
It's nice and cold.
I was like, what am I eating?
That's really good. I actually really like that.
Oh.
I feel like my mom did a pretty awesome job of like making sure we still have the Filipino part of our culture. Even though we moved in LA when I was like 13, we still spoke in Tagalog when it was just us family. We still do all the family traditions that's like we used to do when we were living in Baguio. So for the most part, like at home, like I have a very Filipino culture still. Like my mom like made sure we never lost that.
What's your favorite?
So maybe just to be different, I'll say Ilocos, because we got to really see like a variety of things, and like we got to have good food and everything too. All within a driving distance. You can go from one of the nicest white sand beaches to you drive a couple hours and you see the Powai Church, and then you drive a little bit more and it's like at a resort. I mean, like the hotel we stayed at, it's like this beautiful view on the beach, and then it's like also right there, it's like the sand dunes and like the ATVing and the 4x4 and the sandboarding. It's like there's so much that you can do here all within like a 2-hour drive. But there was a lot more variety of things to do, and so probably Ilocos. So at this point in the trip, we're about 2.5 weeks in. We've now done Filipino activities, visited incredible beaches, had some amazing food, visited a historic church, but the one thing we haven't experienced yet is just how important family is, Filipinos. So Manila is the biggest city in the Philippines, much busier than cities like Toronto and LA actually. In fact, it's so busy that they actually control traffic by only allowing certain license plates to drive at certain times of the day. And this is Mall of Asia, quite literally the biggest mall in Asia. But despite the large crowds, the busy city, and all the people, family is always the #1 priority that I noticed here. Nicole got to see her family again for the first time in 6 years.
I feel like we all grew up with like a good head on our shoulders, and we all like value family and like spending time with our family and supporting one another.
But basically, when you talk about Filipino culture, it's all about like being happy with what you do. The problems that you experience are usually being laughed at, and that's what we get our strength from every time we have problems. And at the same time, our hospitality. Whenever we have visitors or guests, we make sure that they're relaxed, comfortable, and at the same time happy with what they're doing.
You two will be one.
Yeah, I feel like in Canada or in LA, you know, I feel like some people's biggest fears is like not making money and not having enough money and not being able to pay bills. What I've noticed here is that, you know, even though they don't make a lot, their whole values and their whole self-worth isn't how much money they make. It's spending time with family, being able to put dinner on the table.
Peter, yeah, we got you a card.
Should I open it?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I wrote messages.
Wow.
In general, we just wanted to say thank you for like
Thank you.
coming with us, and also driving. You probably drove
That's
like
a lot of driving.
I don't know.
Wow, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You don't need actually to give me this,
No, no,
but
Precious appreciation.
it would help me a lot with my law school.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Did you enjoy your trip here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kept saying how like helpful you've been this whole time.
Without you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my vlogger. Thank you very much. Thank you, Celeste. Our future engineer. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
He's so excited to see his little boy already.
Oh yeah.
He's been very uneasy since last night.
Yeah.
Miss his little one.
So at this point in the trip, Adam actually had to leave for a wedding, and Celeste had to leave for school. So we dropped them off at Manila Airport and continued our journey without them. We still have about another week in the trip, and we have one last stop, Nicole's hometown, Baguio. Okay, bye. Yeah, I do tell people, yes, I'm half Filipino, I'm half French Canadian, but do I know anything about the French Canadian culture? Not really. Do I know anything about the Filipino culture? Not really. So I'm hoping that maybe not even by the end of this trip, but at some point in the future, I can sit there and say that, like, yes, I fully identify as a Filipino and I feel very close to the culture, but I think I'm just gonna have to take certain steps to get there one day. So Baguio is special to Nicole. She was actually born there and lived there until she was 12 years old. And then she would move to LA and live there for another 12 years, and she now lives in Toronto. But all of her cousins actually still live in Baguio. Her titas still live in Baguio. Her titos, her lolo, her lola, they all still live there. And she hasn't seen them in about 6 years. So this next week was about her showing me what her life once was and reconnecting with her family.
I'm so excited to go to Baguio. I'm gonna see my cousins tomorrow. Everything that we've been exploring is kind of like new to me, but like Baguio is gonna be like, I feel like I'm gonna be at home.
I'm excited to see Baguio. Obviously, Nicole grew up there, and like it's not like she was just there for a few years. She lived there for half of her life. Like she was there for 13 years. So now I'm getting to meet all of her family. So like I'm partially excited, but also a little bit nervous because like her Lolo and Lola, actually her Lolo is really, really nice. Her Lola is kind of scary. So I'm wondering if like the rest of her family is scary.
I know where to go, like I know the places there, like obviously like there's some places that like it's gonna be new since I haven't been here in like 6 years, but for the most part I feel like once we're in Baguio, like it's gonna be a little bit of a shift for me trip-wise, just because like that's what I grew up with, and like I'm gonna be with my family and like my brother and my sister-in-law and like my niece. Like I've never seen my sister-in-law and niece in Baguio before in my hometown, so it's gonna be super cool to see, and like you obviously.
We just drove for like 4 hours to Tagaytay, all the way to Baguio City. Then we're about to see where Nicole grew up.
Careful because the road is.
Last time I saw Baguio was 6 years ago. It was around the holidays. It's very congested because it was a holiday, so it gets super busy up there. And then that was also the last time I saw all of my cousins. I just can't wait to all be like in one house. Like that's how we grew up. Like we were all in my grandma's house. My grandma always like made everyone food and stuff like that. So I don't know. I can't wait to like see it. And, like I just can't wait to like have my room.
That's Disneyland Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh.
What did Eric tell you about us? We love
Rice.
laundry.
Oh. They love laundry. Like Nicole, I noticed, is like the cleanest person in the world. But as Tito Eric mentioned, it's not just her. Like that's the family. Like that's the family of Nicole.
I'm nervous for you to meet my family because I don't know. Like we're all just girls. So except for Ian. Ian's like our only boy, except for my 2 brothers. I don't know, I feel like it's a very different dynamic. My cousins, like I grew up with them. Like I didn't really have sisters growing up. I wasn't really as close with my brothers. Like I was always close to my cousins, like growing up, because we were all at my grandma's house. We all went to the same school, so even at school, we were all together. So
Although we have a lot of Filipino staff now in Los Angeles, where I'm currently residing, it's still different being back home.
We're in Baguio City. This is where Nicole grew up.
Lots of hills here in Baguio City. We're just going up and down and up and down. It's like lots of exercise.
Are these purses number 8 and 9?
9 and 10.
9 and 10. They're doing karaoke literally inside the store.
binatog, milky binatog.
So this is chicken intestine, right? Peace out. Gizzard.
Well, we call it nuggets.
They actually call it nuggets. Like, that's not even a joke. Try first. I was thinking of chicken nuggets while I was eating it, so maybe my expectations changed.
It's not that.
It's not actual chicken nuggets. Part of the innards of the chicken. I just don't want to know what it is, because then as soon as I know that I like mildly want to throw up.
Balat ng baboy po.
Balat nan baboy. Pig skin. Oh, it's just hard. It's like hard to chew. It's a jaw exercise apparently.
It's cold already.
This one's pork intestine. This is pig's blood. Oh, it's actually not that bad.
You eat balut.
Baluts. I've heard a lot of things about balut. The final boss of Filipino food. In a lot of Western culture and a lot of other cultures, they're like, balut, like what the heck? But Filipinos love it.
I like it. I just don't eat the sisiu.
But today we're doing that.
No,
Yes.
I'm not.
Yeah, we are.
Not me, Brayden.
If I am, then you are.
I'm not.
I'm like actually nervous.
No.
Do I have to look?
Yeah,
Or a duck just pops out.
it's not gonna fly. Yeah, drink it. Juice there.
I can't wait till my mom tries this.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are, Mom.
Right?
I just looked at Nicole.
No.
And it was like the head of.
There you go.
Does this make me full Filipino?
Yeah.
Mom. My mom just said the first one's always the hardest. Why are you saying it like you have experience? My mom said she won't eat balut for 1,000. That means you're not a true Filipino. Close my eyes and eat it. Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Scoop it out.
It's so hard. What is so hard part?
We show you. What's
No, I don't. I love it. No. Ah. When John's gonna eat just that?
Yeah. It increases your sex drive. There's no energy for that. You eat one balut
What?
with one bottle of beer,
What?
and then you're okay.
Okay, wait. So everybody here is having it except my mom. Uh-huh. We're about to ride the jeepney. I feel like it's like a limo, but the back door is open.
The culture here is very diverse, so it varies from one region to another. Where I came from the north, we believe in supernatural beings that are guarding the nature in accordance with what we've been living with in far north.
And the reason it's all the fog is because we're literally so high that we're in the clouds.
It's called alapa.
What's that? Alapaap?
I don't know. I feel like everyone's just so nice here, like so welcoming. I don't know why I'm crying. It's just like everyone's just always smiling here, and everyone's always happy. Just seeing all the locals hustle, and, like get all the tourists and stuff, making sure like everyone's having a good time. I just love it so much. Like it's so fun.
Yeah.
Everyone always says like, oh, Filipinos are always so welcoming and stuff, and like, you know, like I definitely feel that here. I don't know, at least for me, there's no language barrier for me, so it's kind of cool and like fun. When we went to like Cancun and like the Dominican and stuff, there's like a language barrier, but like here it's like, I don't know, it feels cool to like be able to like, I'm the one translating for you now, you know?
How was the last week for you?
Very nice.
Are you gonna miss Aaron?
No.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Did you miss Tita Ao after not seeing her for so long? Yeah. Yeah.
I miss the bonding, the sister experience that
Mhm.
we were having when we are young, when we were young. we're complete. The four sisters are complete.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And I miss her. And Nicole also.
Mhm.
And you.
Did you miss the family and Tita A after not seeing them for so long?
That's why we have FaceTime.
Yeah.
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 And we have a big family now.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's growing.
But it felt like at home and like
Of course.
when everyone was together.
Of course, just like when we were kids.
How was it seeing her again
I
and
miss
spending
her
time
so
with her?
much.
Aww.
I rarely talk to her through messages, so being
Yeah.
with her. That used to be my roommate.
Oh.
Yeah, we go to school together. She used to buy me food.
Buy you food? Does she still buy you food in this trip?
Yeah.
It felt really good to have Nicole back and have her buy you food. You've missed her a lot?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We only talk like it's one of our birthdays to greet each other.
Feeling good? No? Sad? Why are you feeling sad?
Because I'm gonna miss Ate Nicole and Tita Au.
Why are you sad?
Because they're leaving.
Aww.
Leaving!
I'm gonna miss it.
Mm.
Tumutulong!
Why are you gonna miss Bea?
Because she was like, I used to hang out with her a lot. I would drag her everywhere.
Hmm.
Drag!
So are you gonna miss like just having that like friend to be there?
Yeah, and she's so old now. She's so grown now.
Hmm.
Other than her. Yeah. Like the story she tells me now is not what she used to tell me.
Are you gonna miss Chloe?
Let me think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her.
Aw. Why do you think you're gonna miss Erin?
Because she's so arte like me.
You saw what?
Arte.
What's that?
Like, arte!
What's arte?
Like, ano? Kikay.
What's Kikay?
She's very like, she reminds me of me.
Oh,
We're
okay.
very girly together.
I have a hard time traveling already, so I'm just going to wait for her again here.
Mhm.
I hope to see Mark also coming here.
Mhm.
I hope to be a little longer. Let him see them again. Just take good care of them, Brayden.
Mhm.
Take good care of them.
Yeah. How was it seeing Tita Ao over the last 8 days?
Answer, how will I know?
Was it good seeing her?
Everybody knows how I feel.
Aww.
Bye.
How was it like having Tita Ao at the house the last 8 days?
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Yeah.
Did you miss her?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Was it good to have the 4 siblings all back together under one house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I made it a point. Like, I think when you do it in your small way and sharing it to others or still practicing what you're grown up with or your practice, I think that will count as like continuing. Like I have a granddaughter now. I would want my granddaughter to still be able to learn our tradition as Filipinos.
Hi, welcome to my vlog. Today we're making slime.
Yeah.
Jackie, you say it.
I should have kept with the culture and everything so I can teach my own kids that. But since I didn't have it, I wasn't able to teach my kids myself. Like with the Filipino food, the language, and I guess they can pass it on to their kids. That was my only regret. I can't pass it on to my kids, Adeline, Brayden, Celeste, because I don't even know it myself.
Maybe it's not my lived experience daily culture now, but it was the lived experience daily culture of 2 generations ago. And that person, you know, my grandma's and my grandpa's ability to like both decide to come to Canada, to completely upend their lives and move to a different country. So I am connected in the sense that like it's the culture of my roots and of like previous ancestors even before that. It's more just about appreciating the fact that like I'm not that far off from the culture. So it is mine, but not in the exact same immediate connected sense, but like in it was my roots and my ancestors sense. I definitely do want to think more about like my values around like community and connection, because I want to like, I aspire to be able to like build communities, but that will be something I'm working on. So I'll take some values from that.
I would want my kids to have more culture and know more about their culture and where my mom came from and how they came to be. I really want to embrace my Filipino background, embrace the culture, to really take everything that I learned back. It's been really cool to be in tune with my Filipino ancestry. I don't know, now I want to come back because it's so beautiful here. I want to go to Palawan and Cebu.
This type of trip, like really taking that next step to like learn more and like become more involved and see how important family is here. Like, I think it's just so meaningful to me because I think I'm gonna have a lot of takeaways moving forward. I'd love if in 10 years from now, I could feel very Filipino. I could know so much about the culture. I could know all the history of it. I could speak Tagalog. I think this is like a good first step in knowing about my Filipino side. But I'd love if one day I could be more involved in my culture and I could really associate with something and not just be that mixed kid that doesn't really associate with anything. I feel like I just want to know like the way of life here, and I feel like I've already kind of experienced that a little bit. Already to this point, I'm like, oh, I'd love it if I could be more involved with my family. I feel like family is such an important thing here. I really want to use this as a stepping stone to just like learn more, and like even Nicole, I'm sure like Nicole, I think wants me to learn Tagalog and feel more involved in the culture. So I think this was a good step one, and I'm hoping that like eventually I can get to that person that I want to be, and yeah, just like feeling fulfilled and knowing about the culture. So we did it. We did the 5 things to become a true Filipino. Now, did I really become a true Filipino in the matter of 3 weeks? Definitely not. But did I learn some of the roots of the country, try as much Filipino food as possible, see the way the locals live, learn how much religion matters to them, and also see how they don't necessarily value status and money and promotions, but that they truly just value family? I think so. As mixed kids did myself, Adlin, and Celeste all take a first step in learning about our undiscovered identity? Yeah, we did. Are these purses number 8 and 9?
9 and 10.
It's 9 and 10. No more. No more.